everyone, and welcome to part 5 of what if Izuku Midoriya found the Omnitrix. If you haven't seen the previous parts yet, make sure to do so, as it provides context needed for this episode. There is a link in the description below and the annotation above. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to California smash that like button. A small recap first. In the last part, the Omnitrix was kind of broken by Shigaraki's quirk. It recalibrated, fixing the damage. When it did, it blocked all of Midoriya's previous aliens and unlocked a new listing. The aliens he now has access to are Swampfire, Big Chill, Jetray, Goop, Brainstorm, Humangosaur, Spidermonkey, Echo, Chromastone, and Lodestar, since Alien X would be too OP at this point. After the events of the USJ, the students got 3 days off to recover. Midoriya uses this time to go to Dagobah Municipal Beach to train and practice with the new transformations. During this time, he discovers some new features the new recalibrated Omnitrix has, like for example the data dump, which is a feature it has where Midoriya kind of already knows how to use the aliens when he first transforms into them. And also that now the Omnitrix doesn't work on a time limit, but on how much energy you use, like transforming back and forth. Midoriya spends time turning into different aliens and testing out their powers, taking a lot of notes about his transformations in his alien notebook, or watch notebook as he would call it. At a certain point, he wonders how Shigaraki turned him back from Diamond Head, since he has the information from Vilgax. He turns into Brainstorm as he has a more advanced intellect to figure it out. And this is how he learns how to switch from transformation to transformation, but he has to hit the Omnitrix though. Eventually Midoriya does have to return to class, and when he does, he finds Kaminari saying, "I feel we are basically celebrities now. The news has been talking about us non-stop." Jiro retorts to the comment, "Get over yourself. The only thing they care about is that the UA Hero Course was attacked." Asui wonders who their supplementary teacher will be, since Aizawa was so badly injured. At this point, Aizawa, covered in bandages, comes into the class. He tells the students how their fight isn't over. This makes the students uneasy as they wonder if more villains will be attacking. At this point, Aizawa tells the students about the sports festival. The mood in the class quickly changes as all the students get riled up over the sports festival, none more than Uraka. After class, when the students are going to lunch, Uraka, Ida, and Midoriya have the interaction where Uraka's motivations are revealed to the two students. The fact that she's doing it for money so that she can support her parents. The next 2 weeks until the sports festival arrives, the students spend training. Midoriya spends this time training as well, gaining a deeper understanding over how the watch and how it works. He discovers some different features, like it can project a map, has a narrator mode that did allow him to learn the name of the different species of the watch. Personally, I don't think Midoriya would give them names, but I do think he would have to denominate them somehow, like transformation 1, 2, 3. So I think the simplest thing is just to call them, he calls them by their species name. When he hears the name, he actually thinks when he actually hears the name of the species, he thinks those are some weird names for heroes, but okay. The day of the sports festival arrives, and for the beginning, things are pretty much the same. Todoroki issues a declaration of war against Midoriya and Bakugo, painting a target on everyone in his opening speech, and Bakugo paints a target on everyone in his opening speech. The first event is announced, a 4-kilometer race. Everyone gets in position for the event. As the event starts, President Mike asks Aizawa, "What should we be looking for in this early stage of the race?" Aizawa just says, "The door." Midoriya in this case doesn't even bother. He knows exactly what alien to use. He selects Jetray. He flies up in the air and flies around the stadium, finishing the race in about 23 seconds, surprising everyone. This is because Jetray is the fastest known alien in the Omnitrix. He can reach hyperspeed in space and can fly over all the obstacles in this scenario. on Earth, I think the fastest speed he went was the speed of sound. He then transforms to his human form and cycles the Omnitrix into recharge mode since he's probably going to need the energy later. A couple of minutes later, other students, like 10 or so, other students start finishing the race. Todoroki comes in with the number 2 spot, Bakugo with the number 3 spot right behind him. Everyone else basically has the same spot when they arrive. Uraka and Ida go to Midoriya and ask him, where were you hiding that speed in the quirk apprehension test and all the other trials? Midoriya says, I couldn't use him until 2 weeks ago. After the USJ, something weird happened. I can't gain access to my old transformations. I got a new catalog I can use though. A little after that, the second trial is announced. Midoriya, now having a huge target on his back with the 1 million points, can't seem to find a partner until Uraka comes to him. At this point, Midoriya thinks, actually this is perfect. You are the rider, I'll be the mount. I have a great plan. Uraka says, great. Who else are we getting for the team? Midoriya says, actually my team relies on just being us two. My plan. Uraka gets a bit flushed and says, okay, but why? And so Midoriya explains his plan to Uraka and she agrees it's a good idea. The match starts, Midoriya having Uraka on his back. Dials the Omnitrix at the start of the match. He turns into Jetray. Everyone starts going towards Uraka to take the headband. She jumps in the air and Midoriya starts flying, grabbing her on the way. Once they are high enough above the stadium, Midoriya asks, you ready, Uraka? She says yes. Midoriya hits the watch, turning into Spidermonkey. Uraka touches Midoriya to make him fall slower down, just slow down their descent. Uraka gets on Midoriya's back and Midoriya starts shooting webs, making a big spider web above the stadium. They land on the web. For most of the fight, Midoriya and Uraka stay on the web, like at least half. Midoriya uses his tail to shoot webs, grabbing headbands of some people. After a while of grabbing different people's headbands, I would say 3 or 4, Todoroki and Bakugo attack Midoriya. Todoroki throws a huge iceberg, getting himself up to the spiderweb. Todoroki's team follows onto the web, while Bakugo goes up there with using his explosions without his team. He's still on the ground. Once up there, Todoroki uses his ice to break the web, causing Midoriya to fall. Zero grabs Bakugo in the air. Midoriya and Uraka fall. Midoriya switches to Big Chill and grabs Uraka. Once they land on the floor, he makes a ball of ice to stop the other teams from taking the headbands for a bit. Todoroki's team goes down the huge iceberg to the ground. Inside the dome of ice where Uraka and Midoriya are, Uraka says, well now what, the plan kind of got ruined. Bakugo, now with his team, starts breaking through the dome of ice. Midoriya says, now we improvise. He hits the Omnitrix again, turns into Humangosaur, breaking the dome. All the teams start reaching for Midoriya since he's such a big target. Midoriya grows as much as he can with Uraka on his back, gaining the height advantage. He pushes as many people away as he can, but Todoroki's team, using a combination of electricity, eyes, a bunch of Yaoyorozu's things, are posing a huge threat to Humangosaur. Todoroki manages to freeze portions of Humangosaur's arm in place, but Humangosaur keeps breaking them before they can climb. Time passes with Midoriya managing to avoid people stealing any like the 1 million point headband or any other Uraka has on her head. About 2 minutes left till the end of the Cavalry Battle when the watch runs out of power, turning Midoriya back to his regular form. At this point, Midoriya runs as fast as he can, trying to stay away from everyone, but isn't easy since everyone is trying to steal the headband. 30 seconds left on the clock, and Todoroki's team goes in for the attack, managing to steal the 1 million point headband from Uraka's head. Midoriya does manage to dodge the rest of the students from stealing the other headbands in the remaining 30 seconds. The Cavalry Battle comes to an end. Midoriya and Uraka end up 4th. Shinso's team ends up 3rd, Bakugo's team 2nd, and Todoroki's 1st. Mostly like the anime, but kind of a bit different. I hope you all enjoyed the episode. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Make sure to leave any suggestions you have in the comments. And next time we're getting the tournament 1v1 fight. Please make sure. I want to thank you all for all your support. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.